You know, I've been thinking a lot about rugby lately, and not just the shiny TV version. I mean the big stadium, big budget, high definition stuff that we sit and watch every week. The Premiership, the Championship, all the cups like the Kilter Cup, the International Rugby World Cup, all of it. And it hit me the other day. The modern televised game is spectacular, but it's also created an entire country of armchair referees who genuinely believe they know better than the person with the whistle. I'm including myself in that confession, by the way. I've yelled at the screen like it had personally wronged me, because if you watch enough televised rugby, you start to believe that refereeing should be effortless. You've got assistant referees, a TMO bunker with more screens than a NASA mission control, commentators analysing every movement, crowd microphones picking up every grunt, and a referee who frankly sounds like he's delivering an audio book while controlling a scrum. Everything looks so controlled, and so surgical, so precise, that it tricks us into thinking decisions should be obvious. We watch a replay slowed down to half a frame per second, and suddenly we're all international law experts. That's never a yellow. How on earth did he miss that knock on? What are they doing looking at in the bunker? A crossword puzzle? It's almost too easy to get worked up, because the TV version of rugby holds itself up like gold standard of perfection. Every angle, every replay, every voice in the referee's ear. It practically invites you to shout. But here's the thing most people forget. All that frustration that we build up watching rugby on the TV has absolutely nothing to do with the rugby most people actually play or watch at the weekend. None of it. Because the truth is, the game on the TV is not the game in your local club. The TV version is a spectacle. The community version is sport. If elite rugby is the aircraft carrier, community rugby is like a canoe, a sturdy, loyal canoe, but still a canoe. When you're watching the Premiership, you've got a referee with a team of support, 2 professional assistant referees, a TMO team, a communications team, cameras, analysts, and a crowd that sounds like a jet engine. Decisions get reviewed, dissected, replayed, and slowed down until they practically need a forensic team. Now, come with me to a community match. You've got one referee, most likely me. You've got a touch judge who might have been talked into it 5 minutes before kickoff. You've got a dog on the pitch, a child running towards the try line because it looks like a fun place to sit, and half the front row insisting that they've never collapsed a scrum in their entire lives. The expectations, though, funny enough, they're exactly the same. People expect accuracy worthy of a World Cup final. From a volunteer, someone who's paid for their own petrol, somebody who was reffing an under-14 match 2 hours earlier and is now in charge of a very enthusiastic front row who treat the breakdown like a contact sport within a contact sport. And let me tell you what that does. It creates a disconnect. The polished HD, frame by frame, televised version of rugby warps the expectations we take down to the local fields. Because community referees don't often have assistants. They don't have replays. They don't have microphones. They don't have 12 angles. They often don't even have a clear view because, unlike a TV director, they can't hover above a ruck with a drone. They've got their eyes, their whistle, and their brain processing chaos in real time. Yet, some people talk to them as if they're Carl Dixon with a team of analysts in their pocket. Worse, sometimes they talk to them as if the ref deliberately woke up that morning and decided, yeah, today's the day I personally sabotage the hopes of this club. It's absurd when you think about it. Community referees are the backbone of the sport. They help keep it alive. They turn up in all weather. They handle every level of ability. They manage safety, fairness and flow. On the pitch, they're outnumbered 30-1. And still, some weekends they get more grief than the ref in the Six Nations. Except the Six Nations ref gets security and a hotel, and the community ref gets a lukewarm shower and half a sandwich. Well, it's not necessarily that bad. And what gets forgotten in all the shouting is this. The game only happens because they are there, not despite them, but because of them. So, I think the rugby community needs a reset. Appreciate the TV refs for the professionals they are. Yell at the TMO from your sofa, if that's how you unwind. They can't hear you anyway. But when you're at your local club, when you're supporting your mates or your kids or your grandkids, when you're taking part in the game we love, remember one thing. There is no game without the person in the middle. No ref, no rugby. That's not a catchy slogan, it's simply the truth. And maybe, just maybe, before somebody feels the urge to unload their premiership level fury on a community volunteer, they take half a second to think. Just pause and follow one of the simplest, most underrated values in the sport. Think before you speak. The referee hears plenty already. They don't need abuse added to the list. What they do need is support, respect, humanity, and understanding of the reality they're working in. So, if you've got a match this weekend, here's my challenge to you. Be the nicest person the referee encounters all day. Say hello, say thank you, shake their hand, tell them you appreciate them turning up. Remember to think before you speak. And always remember, no ref, no game. And who knows, you might even get a 50-50 call at the breakdown. Probably not, but miracles do happen. And just before I go, I'm Gavin Chase, host of Advantage, the Ref Collective, and the Ref Can. If you want to see more behind the whistle insight, match breakdowns, and real conversations happening in the refereeing world, check out the videos here on this channel. There's plenty more coming too, so stick around, get involved, make comments, share, like, and let's keep the game moving forward together.